Hi, I'm Mark Gratz. Welcome to episode 3 of Midwest Music and Musings. When I started this show, I kind of knew something like this would happen, but I wasn't quite sure how bad or how quickly it was going to take over. But with the limitations on live music and the amount of travel involved to get to places that are actually still having it, um, right now, for the time being at least through the end of this year, all the following episodes will feature one artist instead of two. Um, I feel like it might be a little unfair to the artists who I've had on the show before that their time was shorter and these artists will be longer. But with these times like this, it's hard to get those interviews and footage for the show, and I gotta kind of make what I have last until I can get some more. And at this point in time, who knows when that time will be. So look forward to having single artist episodes. Today's episode is somewhat of a two-parter. We're going to start out by taking a look at the Crick Boys, and then following that will be the start of the Backroom Lounge special. There's too much of that to fit into one episode, so we're going to give a little bit of it here, and next episode will be all about the Backroom Lounge. So I'm looking forward to that. The Crick Boys can be found at the Backroom Lounge quite often, as they have Wolf Crick Wednesday at the Backroom Lounge every month. This footage and interview was from the very final show at the Backroom Lounge for 2020 after the Illinois shutdowns. This is the last taste we got of live music at the Backroom Lounge. Kind of sad about that, not being able to go back there for the rest of the year, but if there is such a way to go out on a good note, this was it.
Sitting on the back porch looking out across its land. I found my peace of mind, but it's not quite enough. You understand? Somewhere past that tree line, way down southeast, my baby ways.
Lucky is a very good songwriter. He's got some songs about his time in the military, as well as some just good old country tunes that were inspired by his time at home. When you're writing songs, where do you tend to draw inspiration from?
Just everyday life, just living. All my songs are pretty much not necessarily autobiographical, but they're about just things that most people experience from day to day.
I won't say it anymore. To you there are just stories. To me it's still the war. I'm not talking about over there. I knew what I was fighting for. And it wasn't for your apple pie or the flag on your front porch.
Writing or performing, what's your favorite part of the process?
I like both. I mean, I'm amazed sometimes when I write songs, and even to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, that's an actual song. That's something I could listen to if somebody else did it or sang it. And then I do like to perform, even though I have horrible stage fright. Every time we play, these guys they can tell you stories. But anyway, once we're up there playing, and when people react to it, and or certain songs that I wrote, it's pretty special every time. Somebody remembers something that I sang or that I wrote. So yeah, that means a lot to me. So that part of performing is cool. But
And it cures the stage fright.
yeah, No, as soon as we start playing, I'm fine.
I want 2, 3, 4. While I wait to hit the stage, thinking about what to say, I go time to quiet place to sort it out in my brain. I can barely hold it here, wondering if I can do it. But I know once I'm there, my doubts will disappear. With the only one that I trust, doesn't ever bring blood. It's just my one that makes me feel so good.
Following the Wolf Crick show, a Thanksgiving feast was provided, although it was early, as this was on Veterans Day, but Miss Sarah from the Backroom Lounge, she put a great feast together for the artists and everybody in the congregation that was there that night. We all really appreciate Sarah. She's got her own music page called Baby Blue Ballyhoo. I think that's how it's pronounced. If you feel inclined, go check out her page too. She's been supporting music like this for a long time too. That's why the Backroom Lounge is such a special place. One of the many reasons. It's like a family. Just to be able to sit there and listen to live music and have the crowd just be silent and listening to every word hanging on them. It's amazing. And then to have somebody make us dinner afterwards. I mean, nobody takes care of you like family, and that's what the Backroom Lounge is. Is there anything about your band or your music or anything in general that you'd just like to say to anybody who might be watching this?
Gosh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it's going to be some of the most honest stuff you've listened to in a long time.
Yeah, it's so honest, it's embarrassing sometimes.
Yeah.
And when you find a combination of guys to play with that has the same fire and has the same, is going in the same direction you're going, it just makes it way more of a party when you're playing.
Yeah, and we're friends first and foremost, because I know a lot of bands, you know, they're like, they play together, they like each other, but I mean, we genuinely have a good time together, and we spend most of our time laughing. You know, normally on a Wednesday night we'd be at my house, the Wolf Crick compound, doing the same thing, except playing a lot less music and
A
lot more laughing, and maybe a little more drinking. So, but that comes across in the music, I think.
How did the Wolf Crick Boys come about?
That's you, son.
A long time ago, I played drums in rock and roll bands mostly, and I used to be into a lot of punk music, and one of the bands I liked was Social Distortion, and my mom heard me playing one of their CDs one time, or I'm sure it was a cassette tape back in those days, but it was Making Believe. She goes, "That's an old Kitty Wells song." So I said, "Who's that?" She told me, so I looked that song up, and I loved that style of music right away. It just took me back when I was a kid, when, you know, my parents, and especially my grandparents, always listened to that old style country, and I went farther and farther back. So I started playing guitar and writing country songs. I was just immediately drawn to that type of music.
Driving down Crick Road, my God, it's been so long ago, it's almost like a dream. In my mind, I hold near the memories of living here. It sure does take me back. Where I got my first kiss, smoking spoon cigarettes I caught out of the subtrain train. There's a bus stop where we played prom, the things we used to play on big train. We had back then. Now it's so long ago. Old time moves so slow. I was on the road, so now we feel nothing ain't real. I get down the hill, break my soul. This is called Day Job. It's where a lot of us are going tomorrow, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately. I shouldn't say that right now. That was kind of...
Ungrateful.
Yeah, that's right. I'm an asshole. It's now the rest of you know. In case there's anybody here tonight that didn't know that I'm an asshole, now you know.
I will bite the hand that feeds me. Cause I'm an asshole.
Day Job. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Put my drums in the band, traveled all over this liquid land, chasing a dream I grew a long time ago. But here I am out in this old shit. I guess that dream is not quite dead. Now I'm picking guitar and playing with this here band. But I got me a day job, and that's why I'm soon a few bad habits and nothing to lose. But it makes me happy doing what I do.
I talk about the Backroom Lounge a lot on this show, but it's for good reason. It's truly a magical place. It's a place where I found a musical family, like-minded individuals that care about the music as much as I do. The Backroom Lounge is unofficially the official venue of Midwest Music and Musings. I've been truly blessed to dive down this rabbit hole of good quality country music, and I've learned so much over the past few years. I owe a lot of thanks to a lot of people. Jeb Brown and the congregation at the Backroom Lounge, Abby Cook from American Outlaws for creating that page. My knowledge of independent music has grown just way so much in the last few years just from those two places. If you haven't checked out American Outlaws on Facebook, I definitely recommend you do. Always promoting good music, country music, memes, new artists, shared all the time, discussions. It's a really good place to go if you really want to dive into this. It's a good place to start. This journey I've been on for pretty much my whole life has always been brought me to country music. I remember my first concert was, well, the first concert I vividly remember was when I was 7 years old. My grandparents took me to see Alan Jackson for my golden birthday. I got my first pair of cowboy boots and my first cowboy hat, and went to that concert, and it was a wonderful time. My other grandfather, for my 13th birthday, he bought me my first guitar. It was a Roy Clark Signature Series guitar, and that's where my dive deep into country music really started. I remember when Shooter Jennings and Jamie Johnson first burst onto the scene. Their music instantly made an impact on me, and I knew that the good quality country music was still around. And at that point in time, I just knew of these two guys, but my musical world revolved around them and their music, and I always craved something more. I wanted more music like theirs from different artists, and I finally found it. And part of the mission of this show is to share this with other people, to hopefully inspire them and bring them in on everything I've discovered, because I know I can't be the only one who was stuck into mainstream radio growing up as a kid, loving the oldie show on Sundays, listening to the classics like Hank Williams and Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, and wishing that today's radio still sounded more like that. And then when I found Shooter and Jamie, I finally found what I've been looking for, but it wasn't enough. So it set me on this course to dive deeper and try to find more artists like them. And years later, here I am, and I'm proud of everything I've learned. I'm proud to be in the position I'm at and just know good quality music. And I just really want to share it with everyone that I possibly can, because, like I said, there's got to be other people like me who didn't know what they were missing, and I want to help them find what they're missing, what they were looking for. Traveling down this road has also led to a lot of great friendships. Some people I've met through this kind of music and through this scene, it's crazy. Some of the people I've met have just wonderful, awesome people, and truly are good friends, and I appreciate them so much. It's great to finally have found like-minded individuals that I can talk about music, which is my favorite thing in the world, with, and they understand because they feel the same way. It's just awesome to finally be here. The new Black Cats and Crows album by Ward Davis, that's a pretty good album. If you haven't checked it out yet, you definitely should. I'm still waiting on my copy to come in the mail, but I've got digital and I've been listening to it. It's really good. I'm also looking forward to Brothers of the Music by Billy Don Burns and Josh Morningstar. I've been following this project for months, eagerly anticipating its release, and you've seen that I've talked with Billy Don Burns a little bit about it, and the time is finally almost here. It's about to come out. I highly recommend that you check it out. Order you a copy. It definitely won't suck. World Dilemma by Steve Hickman is almost here. I've been so excited for this album to come out, and every day that goes by it just gets more and more exciting. As soon as it comes, it's going to be Christmas. Every day I listen to it, I'm so excited for it. It's probably going to be the best album of 2020. The only other one, I mean, there's a lot of good albums, don't get me wrong. A lot of good albums have come out this year, and another good one that so far is my favorite album of 2020 is Destination Unknown by TJ Hernandez. TJ's been working hard. He's got a new stuff in his merch store. He's selling to try to get funds for his next album. He's all ready to get back at it and get back in the studio, and I think it's awesome. Even if whatever he comes out with next is only half as good as Destination Unknown, it's still going to be a phenomenal album. I'm looking forward to that. If you feel inclined, you need a few gifts for somebody for Christmas, go check out TJ's store and buy one of his new shirts or hats or anything. Help him get the funds for this next album to come out. Artists and people like me, even, we can't do this alone. We need support of people, and TJ is very great, and he really deserves the support because his music is top notch. To try to get some funds together to help make the show better, I need better equipment for one, and I also want to be able to give back to these artists. So I'm starting a fundraiser where if you buy, I'll have these up for sale, Midwest Music and Musings sticker and Midwest Music and Musings wristband. This will be a package deal. I'll be selling them both for $5. If you donate $5, you'll receive the sticker and wristband. And on top of that, you'll also receive an entry into our drawing for our big prize giveaway. Every additional $5 you donate will give you another chance to win. We've been blessed to have some great prizes donated by some of the artists that have been on this show, as well as Jeb Brown from the Backroom Lounge. The first prize pack will be given away when we reach the halfway point. We'll draw our first winner. This prize package includes a Billy Don Burns hat, a Tim O'Grady hat, Dallas Moore sticker, Craig Gerdes koozie, Crick Boys fly swatter, Jeb Brown Productions t-shirts, and a Crick Boys t-shirt. Also included be a Wade Hayes, Steve Hickman show poster from the Backroom Lounge. And a Crick Boys and Dallas Moore show poster from the Backroom Lounge. Here's what we got for our big grand prize package. This is all donated by artists on the show and Jeb Brown at the Backroom Lounge. We have a handful of CDs from different artists. Most of them have been on the show or will be on the show. We've got Dallas Moore, Mr. Honky Tonk sticker and a koozie. His and hers, Craig Gerdes koozies. Crick Boys fly swatter. Additionally, a few lucky people will also receive a show poster with their wristband sticker order. There'll be show posters included in both of the big prize packages that are going to be drawn for, but we've got a few extra that are just randomly while I'm processing them and sending them out. I'm just going to stick a show poster in a random order and send it out. I thank you so much in advance for your donations. I really want to make this show better and make it something real special that people can enjoy, and just get the names of these artists out there and grow this grassroots independent music to something on a whole nother level. These artists really deserve their time in the sun. They've got real good music, real songs. They're not just tracks to fill radio time and keep pushing the big Nashville machine along. There, real songs from real people about real life, and you just can't beat that. So like I said, your minimum $5 donation will get you Midwest Music and Musings sticker, as well as the wristband, and a single entry into our 2 grand prize drawings. Each additional $5 will get you another entry. So $5 gets you the wristband sticker and an entry. $10 gets you the same plus an additional entry, and so on. We will be doing our first drawing for our first prize package after our 50th donation. Our second drawing will be after our 100th donation. So if you can, please donate and help support this show, as well as the type of artists that are featured on this show. We really need a new mic for our on-scene footage and interviews. The one we have is pretty poor quality, as evident in the videos, with the crackling noise that appears in some parts. It happens in a lot of parts, but they get edited out, and some things that I need for the episode, I can't edit that sound out, so it's just in there. And with a new microphone, better quality microphone, we can solve that problem, as well as having better sound quality overall. And I feel like that's really important. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing with the donation money that we receive from this project, this giveaway. It'll also be used for donations to record release fundraisers and donate to causes like Operation Song, or helping struggling artists if they lose their instruments or something. Will be donated to help them replace that, or anything. Giving back is the main focus. Yes, we need better equipment, but then everything past that will be donated back out into the musical community, because that's what we're about here. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. This wraps up episode 3 of Midwest Music and Musings. I'm Mark Gratz. Thanks for watching, and until next time, let that music keep your heart beating.
Good